At the time of this recording, this educational YouTube channel has 0 subscribers. I quite literally upload this right now to no one. And even though I have built YouTube channels in the past to over 50,000 and one time over 19,000 and several more times over 1,000 subscribers, I still have YouTube messing with my head. What if I spend months and months making videos and nobody watches? I'm probably too late to this niche. Everyone else is already ahead of me, and I definitely feel like I'm shouting into the void. Now, being in this sort of kind of empty space between doubts and worries on one side and realistic hope and experience and knowledge about YouTube on the other side, I want to give you my 5 things that I want to focus on that will keep me alive during this death valley of 0 subscribers until the YouTube algorithm finally finds the right audience for my videos. And quick disclaimer, this is only for educational YouTube channels or those who want to make an income on YouTube without ad revenue, focusing on selling something or solving a problem for a specific audience or avatar. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing I want to do, step number 1, is I want to have crystal clear expectations. I myself made a video about how I monetized one of my other channels in the past in just 7 days. And that's a true story. I haven't made that up. It's really true. And there are other people who do this as well. And they're not all just faking the numbers, and they're not all just gurus who want to sell you a course. You can actually do this and monetize your channel that quickly. The problem is, it's not very common. And in that video, I'm not telling people how to get it done in 7 days. I'm actually telling them a long-term view of why you should not focus on getting it done in 7 days, and instead just follow a proven process that will lead to success. Now, I think the way better method, the way better expectation for the average beginner creator who wants to generate leads or sales through YouTube or help solve a problem through YouTube is to think more like this. Can you commit to 1 year of 1 video per week? This is 52 videos. Can you commit to this without making any money? Now, if the answer is no, you will probably fail, because chances are it might take that long. But I don't want to enter a discussion of how long it's actually going to take. That's not the point of this. The point is not to be precise about the time that it takes to be monetized or whatever. It's about having a mindset that is willing to, suffer a little bit through some time. And if you have the right expectations, then you can suffer and you're okay with it because you were already expecting those steps. You know where you are on the path to success, versus thinking things like, well, I'm already 25 videos in. Why hasn't it worked at all yet? Did I make a mistake? Am I really not cut out for this? Basically going back to all of those questions that I mentioned in the beginning, all those doubts creeping in. So my step number 1 is to fix my expectations. Because if I know I follow a proven path and I do the work and I improve with every single video, I will eventually succeed. I can only lose if I stop, and it's the same for you. Now, step number 2 is exactly what I just talked about. If you follow the steps of a proven path, you will succeed. Now, the problem is obvious. You need to know the steps of the proven path to begin with. And if you just look on YouTube, obviously, there's many different ways of starting or growing a YouTube channel. Now, again, on this channel, I focus exclusively on growing channels that are educational channels that want to solve a specific problem and want to build an income from it. Now, this could be coaches, it could be online courses, it could be businesses that want to generate leads, can be anything like this, as long as it's not some kind of entertainment and hobby channel. And now my whole channel is all about the steps that you need to take. And you can find even more details in my community, which I've linked down below. It's exactly called the YouTube Business Kickstart. And it's exactly for people like you who want to do what this video is all about. So you can find more information on the right journey, the right step-by-step system to actually grow your channel. But I want to give you 3 main steps right here, right now. Number 1, you have to be crystal clear on your avatar, your ideal viewer, your target audience. You need to be crystal clear on what problem do you solve for them. And you should try to be plain and simple about it and very precise. Who do you want to talk to? Which problem do you want to solve? And I know this is a topic that people struggle with, and that's why we have a very specific thing in the community where you post your niche, you post your offer, you post your targeting, and we're going to roast it. We're going to roast it in the way that is loving and honest. Because the last thing that you need is someone just cheering you on to do something that just won't work. Now, here are 10 examples of crystal clear niches just for you as an inspiration so you can get a feeling for what I mean by crystal clear. Number 2. You need to make content that is only talking to your target avatar and talking only about the topic that you actually want to help them in. Now, this might sound simple for you, but as soon as you've chosen a niche, you need to resist this urge to break out of the niche. Resist the urge to make videos that go beyond your topic or beyond your target avatar. Because even if this might grow your channel, it might look good on the vanity metrics like views and subscribers, it will grow it in the wrong direction. Not all growth is good. Think cancer. What you want is healthy growth in the right direction. So don't make videos that don't apply to your audience, period. And number 3, come up with a video production system that you can actually manage to hit 1 video per week at least, or really whatever goal you set for yourself. So what that will mean is to create systems of how to create good titles and thumbnails. And by the way, I have something for this in the community as well. Again, completely for free. You have to figure out how to film your videos, that you maybe don't waste too much time on setting it up every single time, but maybe you can create a workflow that you can batch produce or something like this. Maybe you can create a space in your home office or wherever you are to always film in the same way, where you just need to hit the switch on the light and click record and you're ready to go. And the same thing with editing. Don't overthink things. Create simple graphics. You don't need any fancy animations or things like that. And now, depending on your level of expertise in filmmaking, you will need some time until you get really good at making videos fast. And when you're at that point, you will have enough time to add onto extra things like better storytelling, spending more time on the thumbnail, or having fancier edits. But for the beginning, this is not necessary. Those are just 3 simple steps, things you need to do to get started. This is the proven system that you should follow until you build an audience. Obviously, there's much more to it, many more detailed things, so you can join the community for that. But I just wanted to give you 3 good suggestions. You don't need to make it much more complicated than this. And this is the exact system I'm following as well. I don't spend hours and hours on every video. I write them quickly, I record them pretty quickly, I edit them pretty quickly, and the title and thumbnails are easygoing for me because I just use the system that I show you in the community. Now, going back to the bigger picture, the 3rd thing that I'm going to do, and this goes especially for people who do not yet have other YouTube channels that they've built, or they don't have the experience and know that this is going to work, you need a group of people who share the same struggles that you have, who are on the same path, who can relate to you so that you can actually share your questions, your struggles, just sometimes vent if things don't work out, and also to receive and to give advice to others so that you are sort of in this community together with others that want to grow their channels and businesses as well. And now this is going to be a shameless plug for the community. And it really is there to do exactly what I've just laid out. It's there to learn the basics that you need to learn to grow. It's there to share the struggles, to ask questions, to get a second or third or fourth opinion on your titles and thumbnails and packaging and things like this, just to know that you're on the right path and to have a reality check with others. Am I crazy, or is this actually a good idea? Should I make this video or that video? Which thumbnail would you click? I've said it before, but it's much more easy for others to see the obvious mistakes that we are making than for us to look at ourselves and recognize things that are wrong, even though we might see it in someone else who does the exact same mistake. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's much easier to give advice than to apply the same advice to yourself. So join the community right now, click down below, it's called YouTube Business Kickstart, and start participating. Share what your channel is about, share the questions you have, share the niche, the avatar, and the problem you want to solve, and people will give you valuable feedback. And now before you do the next video, watch this video right here, because those are 11 things that you must do before you publish or even record your next video.